Hello. Today, I want to share a story that happened to me a couple of years ago. It's something I can't forget, although, honestly, I wish I never remembered it at all. It all started late at night when I was driving home after a long business trip. It was well past midnight. My eyes were heavy, and the road ahead seemed endless. I knew I couldn't keep going much longer without stopping to rest. Then I saw it, a motel. You know, just an ordinary rundown place. Faded sign, cracked parking lot, dark windows. I would have kept driving if I hadn't been so exhausted, but I had no choice. At the reception desk, an elderly man greeted me. His eyes were heavy, studying me closely. He paused for a moment before saying, "Only one room left." "Room 13, I chuckled. "So what? A number's just a number. I'll take it." He gave a faint smile. "Of course. Here's your key. Good luck." Looking back, I realized something felt off. But at that moment, I thought it was just his strange sense of humor. I made my way to the room. As soon as I reached the door, I felt something wasn't right. The door stuck, and I had to push it open with my shoulder. The smell of dampness hit me as I stepped inside. The room looked like it hadn't been cleaned in years. Peeling wallpaper, creaky floors, and an old wardrobe in the corner. But what really caught my attention was the mirror. A huge mirror with a cracked frame hung directly across from the bed. I've always hated mirrors in hotel rooms, especially at night. Kicking off my shoes, I collapsed onto the bed, too tired to care. All I wanted was to sleep. But I didn't sleep for long. I woke up shivering from a sudden chill, the kind of cold that feels unnatural, even in a warm room. I opened my eyes. The clock on the nightstand read 3:14 a.m. The ceiling light flickered, making a faint buzzing sound. I rolled over, ready to go back to sleep, until I noticed something strange in the mirror. A shadow was moving. At first, I thought it was a trick of my tired mind. I even rubbed my eyes, but the shadow remained. It stood in the corner of the room, a dark figure, still yet disturbingly real. My heart started pounding. "Who's there?" I whispered, my voice trembling. Silence. Then the shadow took a slow step forward. I froze. It was getting closer. The figure became clearer. Long arms, a disturbingly thin body, and its head tilted unnaturally to one side. I bolted for the door, grabbing the handle and pulling it hard, but it wouldn't budge. It felt like someone was holding it from the other side. Panic washed over me. I could barely breathe. I glanced back at the mirror. The shadow was now right behind me. Its face, if you could call it a face, leaned toward mine. "Leave," it whispered, its voice like metal scraping against glass. At that moment, the light bulb shattered. Darkness, complete darkness, footsteps, slow, deliberate footsteps approaching me. My breath was ragged. I could feel the cold breath on my neck. I screamed and punched the mirror with all my strength. The glass shattered into countless shards. The light flickered back on. The room was empty. The door swung open easily, as if it had never been locked. I stood there, gasping for air, my hands trembling. Before I ran out, something caught my eye on the floor. Among the shards of glass lay an old rusted key with a tag that read 13. I left the motel that night without looking back. I never returned, but sometimes, when I glance at a mirror, I think I see that shadow again. And when I do, I always look away. Because I'm afraid that one day, it'll be too close to escape. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like this video for more stories. Exclusive story tale for Jinjum. Scary. Hey ha 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 ha.